Okay.
Rolling. Awesome, Amber. Nice energy. Your name, what you do for a living, where you live.
Okay. My name is Amber Reynolds. I live in Clinton, Illinois, and I'm a hairdresser.
Fantastic. And tell me, let's just get right into the nuts and bolts of this. You've seen Naked and Afraid. You know you're a badass chick. Why are you better than some of these women that we've already had on the show?
I think I'm better because I always use my head and think a lot before I make a decision, and I weigh the good with the bad, and I will suffer for the good because I would rather go without drinking right away or eating right away to make sure that I could last the whole 21 days instead of just jumping into a silly little situation that could get me sent home sick.
Awesome. And tell me, like, you have some of the skills, so give me, like, touch me with the bullet point list of all the things that you can do that are going to be awesome on our show.
Okay, I can build awesome shelters. I actually think that's fun. I know how to build like primitive tools for hunting and fishing. I know how to make fires, purify water. I am a girl, but I think it's all pretty cool to kill my own food and then clean it and eat it. And so I know how to do all that fun stuff.
Great. And with trapping, primitive trapping, or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I know how to make snare traps and deadfall traps and just fishing traps. I've recently learned how to do those, and I like doing those.
So when I think of hairdresser, sometimes I think of like a super girly girl. You got the fun pink hair, and you're not gonna want to like get down and dirty. And talk to me about why like that would be a wrong assumption to make that you are not afraid to get your hands dirty and get in here with the boys.
A lot of people make that assumption when they see me. They see the pink hair and the all made up makeup and cute clothes, and I always tell people don't let that fool you because I will get right down in the dirt with the boys. I am not afraid to work hard. I'll eat bugs. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not a girly girl. It's just a cute wrapper on a tough chick is what I always tell everyone.
Awesome, man. And talk to me. Have you seen the show? I mean, do you like reality television, or do you like Naked and Afraid, or are you a fan of other reality shows as well?
I really liked Naked and Afraid from the first time I saw it. I just thought it was like a really raw experience, and I love that about it. I don't watch a lot of television, but when I do, I usually watch stuff like Survivor or Naked and Afraid or cartoons because I have two kids, so that's pretty much all I get.
Awesome. Okay, great. And tell me a little bit about how you grew up. I know said you were a tomboy, you kind of grew up on a hog farm, and your grandfather, your uncle, why you got to know. Just overall that for me.
Yeah, I grew up with my uncle and my cousin because I was the only child until I was 16. So they were both boys, and we did grow up on a hog farm, like you said, and it was not a girly life. I worked really hard with my grandfather, played down and dirty with the boys, baseball, football. We would take our BB guns out and try to shoot stuff. We'd go camping, horseback riding. I just was never a girly girl. I never wore dresses. You couldn't get me to be a girl.
I love that. I love that. And so did you start learning some of these skills, really early on?
Yeah, my grandfather and my uncle, they are big into hunting and fishing and like making it your own way because we didn't have a lot of money. So if you wanted stuff, you'd make it. And so they taught me a whole lot about like that's the first thing I learned was fishing, how to make my own fishing equipment, and we would always go camping, and we didn't have the camper and all that fancy stuff, so you just did it the old way. You lay it on the ground with your sleeping bag, and you ate what you caught, and that's where I learned all the primitive things that I learned how to do.
Great, great. And I want you to describe your personality for me. Good, bad, and ugly. Like you told me before, like you're the life of the party. You have a fiery personality. You're bold. Your opinions. So tell me all that stuff again.
Yes, I'm a very talkative, funny, nice person. Everybody will tell you that, but they will also tell you that I am like a firecracker. I have a very strong opinion on a lot of things, and I will speak my mind. I will listen to other people's opinions, but if I listen to you, then I have the attitude like, okay, then you're going to listen to me, and I will make sure you do because I won't shut up until you do. And I'm also super funny. I always try to bring people up if they're like grouchy. I try to make them laugh, but I'm a pretty tough chick, I think.
I love that you said you're opinionated. Like, what are some hot topics right now that just like get you talking? Where it's like, oh my
Um, I think like lately it's been there's a child like advocacy group in our town, and a lot of people have been talking about it, and I just have very strong opinions when it comes to like child abuse and children and the whole like politics of it all. I just that is one way to get me going.
Great, great. And tell me a little bit about, on the show you're going to have a male partner. A lot of different kinds of guys on the show. Some of them are like the tree climbing hippie types. Some of them are these like alpha male, super military types that like, want you to step aside so they can just take care of everything while you watch. Talk to me a little bit about what you think of alpha male.
Um, an alpha male, I think I would just have to set him down and put him in his place. I would not be taking the role of sit down, take care of the fire, cook the food, be the little shelter wife. That's not me. I'm going to be out in the wherever doing the hard work and the hunting and providing for myself. That is the one thing I worry about because I am an alpha female. So an alpha male does not scare me. I'll just have to make sure he hears me out and then we can work good together.
Awesome. And do you have any fears going into this, whether it's the elements or a particular like animal or snake or something like that?
Um, I'm not really scared about like the elements because I feel like if you keep a clear head, then you know your skills and you know you can do them and you don't panic that you'll be okay. I think the one fear I have is spiders. That is the one thing I have been thinking a lot about is big, huge spiders. That is my one fear.
Awesome. And you have children? Tell me how many and how old they are, and are they going to miss you while you're gone? Are you going to be able to do 21 days without them?
I have two little girls, 15 and 8, and I'm sure they'll miss me. I know they'll miss me, and I know I'll miss them, but they are my two biggest like supports. They are all about it. They can't wait for mom to go and have an adventure, and they're my number one. They push me to do good things, and I think that it will motivate me to finish the entire thing because you can't come home and say, "Oh, well, I gave up." So I think it's more of a motivation.
I love it. And let's talk about being naked. We can send you to any kind of a place in the whole world, and like half the time there's like crazy creepy crawlies and bugs, and you're going to be exposed, and there's sunburn and everything. So talk to me all about being naked. Like, what are your concerns about all of that?
My only concern is bugs biting in certain areas. Other than that, I don't really have any concerns. I've always been the type like I came into the world naked with the body God gave me, and I'm not ashamed of it. So everybody gets naked at one time or another, so it doesn't bother me. I just worry about the creepy crawlies biting me in areas I really would rather them not bite me in.
Awesome. And are you single? Are you talking with anyone that's going to be like super jealous, Amber, that you're out there running around with a dude for 21 days naked?
No, I don't think he's been. My husband is very supportive. He wants the same thing for me. Like he knows how much I care about this and how passionate I am about doing it, and so he's been like, "Go ahead. I know that everything will be okay. That'll be the last thing you're thinking about."
So, okay, great, great. And I was here, barring any kind of medical emergency, what would make you tap out? You tap out all the time on the show. We really want you to last as long as possible. What would make you tap out, or something on the limb?
I think that would be the only thing. Like if it was a life threatening something that was life threatening, that is the only way that I would tap out. I don't believe in giving up, and I don't believe in not finishing something you start unless you absolutely cannot. So to me, there is no reason to tap out as long as you keep your head on straight and keep your eye on the prize and know that it's 21 days ain't gonna kill you. There's no reason for anybody to quit unless you absolutely have to. So I don't know. I wouldn't quit. There's just no option for me.
And what if you get out there and your partner, like, 10 days in, is like, you know what, Amber? I'm done with this. This is bullshit. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I miss my girlfriend. I want to go back home. What are you going to say to him? Are you going to try to talk him into staying? Are you going to call up Cookie and tell him to stop by? Go ahead and leave then? Or what are you going to do?
I think that I would try to get them to stay. Try to tell them the positive things. Try to give them like a motivation to stay and have them think about why it is they started the adventure in the first place. Because I mean, it's a once in a lifetime thing. So I would try to get them to realize that. And then if they still were set on going, then see you in 21 days because I'm not going with you.
Awesome. do you feel like you would be able to successfully complete it by yourself? I mean, it would be terrifying to be out there by yourself at night, hearing all those crazy sounds. I mean, talk to me about that, and like, do you feel like you're bad enough to be able to handle that anyway?
Yeah, I know. I thought about the option. Like, I think it would be scary at night because you're gonna hear things and you might even see things. But it goes back to just use your head. I mean, you know how to take care of yourself is what I would be telling myself. You know how to do this. You know how to make fire. You know how to get food. You know how to get shelter. Just this is what you wanted. Keep your head on straight and don't you dare give up because that's just not an option. And I would try to remain as calm as possible.
What kind of a man would best work with you, and what kind of a man would make you lose your shit?
The best kind of man, it's somebody funny, laid back, somebody that is just got like a good head on their shoulders, kind of like I think is like just stay calm, do what you need to do, get it done, and don't panic. Like I don't want that would be my perfect guy, like somebody that you could talk to and work with and not butt heads. The guy that would make me want to rip my hair out is the alpha male. Keep you at the fire, cook the food, do the little wifey thing. That would not work for me. I would probably have to cut him out and get everything straightened out right away, and then maybe we could work together.
Awesome, great, great. And I want to go back to, mental toughness. When you and I talked before, I would have people where the mental toughness comes from. I know that you had a child at a young age, and you got through an abusive relationship. Talk to me a little bit about that. My mental toughness comes from, and it takes me back to, those days.
I am so mentally tough because I was in an abusive relationship from the age of 13 till I was almost 20. Um, I ended up having a child when I was 16 from that relationship and ended up raising her by myself from 16 till I got married and I was 21 then. And shortly after being married, our son passed away. I got pregnant and we had a little boy and he only lived a couple hours. So I think that my life, all of the hardships that I've had, have really made me a stronger and better person because I could have just curled up in a ball and gave up. And instead, I decided to take every challenge that was thrown my way and work through it. And instead of making it a negative, turn it into a positive somehow.
And you said something last time that I thought was really beautiful. You said that, I want to live my life, and I want to live my life for the life that he didn't get to have, and you really want to make your life count. Can you say that again for me in your words?
Oh, absolutely. Due to my son passing away, at first I was like the typical person. I cried. I was heartbroken. I wanted to die and give up. There was nothing that could change my mind. And then I sat and thought to myself, that is so selfish. I want to live every day like he would have lived. I want to live my life for him. And so that gave my life a lot of purpose because he didn't get the chance. So now every day that I do live and do something amazing, I kind of think it's like living for both of us, living and doing everything that he could have got to do in his life. So I can't be a quitter.
Awesome. And another beautiful thing you said last time I talked is that you want to go to show, you want to kind of show that the things that your grandfather and your uncle kind of taught you or whatever, like that is stuck with you, that you're paying attention. You're like, look, I mastered that, and watch me master it now. So tell me about that again.
Yeah, I absolutely want them to see it. My grandfather, he had cancer, and he has been really healthy for the last 13 years. But I took care of him a lot, and I just want to be able to go on the show and build a fire and catch fish and build a shelter and then see it and know, like, yeah, I was paying attention and like all the life experiences they shared with me, I kept all that and learned from it, and it's something that I can teach my children, and then hopefully they'll teach their kids, and I want them to see that.
Fantastic. I just want to triple check that we're still recording.
Yes.
Camera didn't shut up, right? Okay, cool. And tell me, you tell me the show, you're a our show.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about those moments. Let's go over the moments that have made you scream at the TV. What are they doing? Why did she pop in her mouth? Why are they drinking that water? Kind of tell me about those moments. Like, I've screamed at the TV when I've seen what?
I've screamed whenever the man put his mouth on the dirty rock that had all kinds of moss and there was some water running on it, and he put his mouth right there, and drank the water, and then he didn't tell his partner, and then he had to be medically taken out. And I wanted to just slap him. I was like, why do that? That is a silly, unnecessary risk. So that was one of the times I got really mad because it's just something so silly as that. It can take you out of the whole thing, and it's something you've tried so hard and wanted so bad. Why take that unnecessary risk? Yeah, because then your partner has to try to carry the weight for both of you, and they don't understand why you're sick because you hid it from them, and that's just unfair. I think a lot of times I'll look at the water situation, and when they just give up and drink the dirty water without even trying anything else first, I think to myself, I would never do that. I would have to be dying. So that kind of upsets me. Like, why waste your opportunity on something so silly? Or whenever they build like a half-assed shelter and then they complain all night because everything's getting them. Take the extra few minutes, make it actually a decent shelter, and then there's nothing to complain about. I would bring a machete because I think that's very handy. I just think that'd be one of the most handy things you could have because there's so many different uses for it. And the stupidest thing I think I've ever seen somebody bring would have to be the magnifying glass. Like I kind of saw the purpose in it, but not really. There's so many other things that have so many other uses that are multiple uses. Why bring something that you can use for one thing? So I thought that was a silly item.
Love it, love it. And what do you think people think of you on TV? Ever you think that people love you, hate you, or love to hate you?
Maybe love to hate me because I can be bossy. Um, but I hope they like me. I think I'm a likable person, but I also know I have a fiery attitude and I don't take crap. So maybe they will love to hate me. I don't know.
Love it. And last time I didn't ask you this, but I'd love to ask people. We'd like to hear about your opinions on all different kinds of topics, not just kind of survival related. We don't want to see you in just a little box, but really shows out there. You think ours is better than a lot of them. But there's other ones. There's housewife shows. There's television shows. What are some reality shows that you've seen out there that either you were obsessed with or that you're sick of? Like if I look at one more fucking Kardashian, right now, like talk to me a little bit about who you're tired of seeing and why you think they get excited so much better than some of these other reality shows.
Well, you have it right with the Kardashians. I would rather watch grass grow than watch them. I'm so over them. I don't understand how people that are that privileged in life have that much problems. Like they make their own dramas, so they just drive me insane. And I absolutely am like love the voice. I love to watch all the little kids and all the people go sing. That's my favorite thing right now.
Oh, I love that one too. That one's good.
Yeah.
And any kind of fence issues that are going on right now, like either you're on like right now, entertainment because like away from it, you can't avoid it. It's just everywhere. Do you have opinions on that, or politics, religion, anything else that's like a hot button current event issue that you kind of just been spending time thinking about lately?
I would say that the Bruce Jenner thing has been kind of a hot topic around like me and my little circle because it's just I'm very open with everything. I believe everybody has their own right to love who they want, be with who they want, all that, and be who they want to be. And it's been a really hot topic because some of my friends don't believe in the same thing, and you just see it so much on TV, and they're making such a big deal out of it. And I just want the poor man just to go away and hide somewhere until you come back and be who you want to be. And it just irritates me to no end all of the covers that it's getting, and it's getting blown into a huge ordeal. It's just sad to me.
Is there a train behind you?
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Wait till that passes. Let's see. I'm looking at my question list to make sure that I've got everything that I want to be in. Why do you think that your partner should be like just jazzed to have you as a partner? Why should he be excited that he would want to be on the land with you?
I think you should be excited to have me as a partner because I'm awesome. I am funny. I am crafty. I am a badass that never gives up. I'm not lazy. I am not afraid to work. I'm I'm a chick that could feed him, give him a place to stay, and give him fire. So I'm a pretty badass girl, I think.
I love it. When was the last time? When was the last time you bought some shit about something?
Um, Last time I really got mad was last night. My youngest daughter, we live by railroad tracks, and she went on the tracks, and that is my big rule at the house. You don't mess with the tracks, and my husband was not paying attention, so he got in big trouble, and I kind of lost my shit with him because why weren't you paying attention?
There you go. That was probably totally legitimate then.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want you to tell me about is two more things. One is conflict resolution. It's inevitable you're going to have some kind of conflict with your partner, maybe disagreement on like a strategy or something.
Mm-hmm.
What happens with conflict? Are you a screamer and then kind of get it out and like put it down later? Are you going to cry about it? Are you going to go in the woods and have some quiet time alone without him? Like, what's your style when things should hit the fan?
At first, I will try to talk to him about it and see if there is like if we can be level-headed and get a resolution. But if he wants to be hard-headed, then he's met his match because I am a stubborn woman and I'll just go off and do my own thing and then he can figure out what he wants to do and then we'll come back later and try again.
Awesome. And last question for you, again, really got contact with camera like I know you've been making. It's just no modesty here. I'm not interested in any modesty. I want you to like come up and lots of confidence, a little bit of bravado. You don't really kind of like brag on yourself a little bit. Good eye contact with the camera. Talk to that camera. Like somebody just told you, I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can laugh. And tell me why you can laugh. Or you're mentally tough and like you can laugh. Go back 21 days.
I'm going to last 21 days because I am mentally prepared. I have done this stuff my entire life. I've grown up a survivor. So 21 days is not scary to me. Nothing could make me give up. And I would carry my apartment like a backpack if I had to. There is nothing that could make me quit this show. It is an adventure, and I look forward to it. I look forward to all of the hard stuff. I look forward to being a failure at times, just so that I can pick myself back up and try again. And I'm just that tough of a chick that there's nothing that will make me quit. You'll have to break my leg or take me out somehow because I'm not taking myself out. This will be I'll finish to the end. This is just how it is.
I think this will be a fun experience. It sounds really growing to me. I mean, it sounds people are excited about it. They think it's going to be really fun. Like, why do you think it's going to be fun?
I think it will be the best time of my life. I am so excited. I think being put somewhere and forced to survive on your own skill and your own knowledge is amazing. I think it would be the best time of my life. Other than my children and my husband, this would be the best thing that's ever happened to me. I look forward to it so much.
Fantastic. That's great. Okay, awesome. Just like we did at the beginning, tell me your name, tell me how old you are, and where you live.
My name is Amber Reynolds. I am 32, and I live in Clinton, Illinois.
Okay, great. You can go ahead and stop the recording now. That's all you can update.